Joining us to talk about Tesla's big week is Tim Higgins, Wall Street Journal reporter and a CNBC contributor. Good morning to you. What do you think we should be expecting, Tim? And as you've been talking to all of the sort of investor community and those around Tesla, what are you hearing?
Well, it's probably a record. I mean, a record profit for the quarter. But really, what analysts and investors are going to be looking for is that kind of excitement for the rest of the year. Can the company do 50% sales growth as it's been talking about in the past? Now, it missed that target last year, and that was a big hit to the stock, a big hit to the kind of the reputation of the company. So going into this week, it's really all about the future. Can Tesla get back to that growth stock story that it has fueled that excitement for so many years?
How much of the fall off in terms of where the stock is do you think is a function of the macro, which is to say, obviously, the multiple on tech stocks across the board has come down? How much of it actually is the growth story at Tesla? And how much of it is, do you think, the anxiety or nervousness? I don't know if you just think it's headlines about it, about Elon Musk's attention on Twitter, if you believe that that's taking away from his attention on Tesla.
It seems to be a mixture of all three. Clearly, the company didn't perform as promised. And that's an issue. You got the macro issues that we've talked about. But, it also comes down to Elon seems to be distracted, and perception is reality. And that kind of reality for Elon at this moment is that a lot of investors have this perception that he's maybe his hands are not on the wheel, and then he's been distracted with Twitter in the last 3 months. So one of the things investors are looking for this week and the weeks to come is this idea that he's re-engaged at Tesla, and that that the company can be prepared for the possibility of recession this year.
And I think the question, though, is, given your own reporting, is that the case? Meaning, is he focused more on Twitter these days? And even if he is focused on Twitter, one of the things that's so interesting is he's had a same management team at Tesla. I mean, there has obviously been turnover over the years, but the current team is the same team. And you look over at SpaceX, Gwynne Shotwell's been managing that business. So how much is the investor community supposed to take away from, his personal involvement or personal attention on one specific company at a time?
Well, it's very hard to understand exactly how he prioritizes things in his mind. I mean, the average person couldn't handle running 3 companies. He's not the average person, right? So, to kind of the idea of what, his engagement level is tough. He would say, and he has said, that he's still engaged in Tesla, and that, the signals are that the Twitter is going to be almost kind of a hobby for him. But still, investors out there are concerned, and they've been airing those concerns in a rather remarkable way over the last few weeks, asking him to get back into the seat at Tesla, to put Twitter in the hands of another CEO.